So let's continue with a sys here, and in sys here, your Linux driver and kernel information or firmware information, sorry, sys, not for server, sys, here your modules. So modules. So in normally in a Linux, we called it drivers. Okay, we called as a drivers, and in Linux we called as driver as a modules. Okay, modules. So don't be confused here. We called as a modules. Okay, so here you will get a modules information. You will get a firmware information. Firmware. Okay, you will get a firmware info. Let me show you here first. Okay. So don't be confused here. So we called as a modules, it is called as a driver in a Windows operating system, and here we called as a modules here. So don't be confused here in sys, and here you will see here, you will see kernel modules here. Okay, these are devices information, dev informations, firmware, hypervisor, kernel later, modules. So modules is nothing. These are the drivers. Linux drivers. Okay, so we will get all this information. So we are not using this again. It is using by the system only. It's using by a system only. So here, contain information about the system such as modules or drivers or kernel features. Okay, so we are not using for sys as well also. So we don't need to go here more deep also. Okay, but just you need to know what happened inside a sys directory. So these all information comes under a sys directory, and we are not doing here anything. Now, let's come on the part temp. So temp is a same as like, I hope all are aware, we are using a percentage temp directory, and you can see why we are using this. There are two purposes. Either you can store your data for a temporary purpose, or either if you are installing any application, so temporary it is putting some data somewhere. So where it is putting? Under here. So this is a location. It is a location. So here the location is /temp here in a Linux. So same here. Here these directories I am not created, automatically created. Why it's created? When I try to access any application, or when I try to install some application, or we can put our temporary data as well also. So same things comes here. Okay, so we can use shortcut %temp %. If you want to delete all, it will not impact your system. Same for here. If you want to delete all the things from a /temp, yes, you can delete it. It will not impact your Linux operating system. So let me show you in a Linux operating system also. Here, cd/temp. So cd I'm using for change directory here. Okay, so now you can see here, system private I have not created. It's auto created. Others I have created. Others files I have created here, but it is created by a system. Okay, now let's come last USR. USR here, in USR you will find, or it is a key, it can say a prime location, or you can say a real location of bin, live 64 and swin. Let me show you here. Now this is a real location where you will see. Others are shortcuts. So already we discussed about their live 64, swin, share, and here we will see local. So local means if you want to install some other binaries, so that comes under here /USR/local. So let's take example. You are working in some organization. And there is some specific tools. Let's say curl. Curl is a command. So what you want to do, or let's say sudo file. Let's take a curl. Curl is the best example. Okay. So curl is using every system. So what you will do, you will not install it on locally. What you will make a file using NFS. Okay, we'll share it, and where is you can put a location /usr/local, and you can create here let's say bin, and you can create a curl soft link here. The backend location is your NFS, and let's say ABC, and some location XYZ. Okay. Not right now I'm teaching this method, but just for information I'm showing you. So like that we can do inside. It is empty directory here also. If I go inside, nothing, I hope it's nothing here. Or if sometime if you want to install some here, okay, here we have here we have also library. I think I have installed some extra software, so that comes under /local also. So here you will also find same bin live 64 swin here. Okay, if I'm installing a other software, and sometimes it comes their own live 64 library files and binary and swin here. So if I go inside a / and swin, here we can see nothing is there. Okay, so nothing is there. And bin, is there anything? No, all are empty here. So ls-lrt. Okay, so all are empty, nothing is there here. You will see 0. Okay, but sometime if we are installing, so mostly when I have seen, when you go with this source code, when you are installing any package using a source code, so I think you are thinking about what does mean by source code. Now you are installing a .exe. It is a compiled program. It's a compiled program. It's just as like a code food you will find out in a market. Just execute and install it. Source code, it's a raw code, and you need to install it. First, you need to compile it, and then you can install. And then you can install. So don't worry, right now I'm not teaching this part as well also. Later we will learn these things, not right now. So using a source code, you can also install a software. So very big example is Python is a very big example. So some operating system, we will not find out the package .rpm. If I click here, and if I'm clicking on a Python download, if I'm visiting on a official websites, here I did not find any package for a Linux operating system. I will find out only source code here, and I need to use a source code to install that particular respective software. So let me show you here. So in coming lectures, we will learn all these things. Okay, so now for a Windows, you can easily find out the .exe. Here we don't need to go for any source code. But when I go for a Windows, so if I'm clicking here, so here you will see 32-bit, 64-bit. I am easily find out here installer. Source code is also available here in Windows. See, this is a source code. Source code is there. But in Linux, here I have an option, installer, Windows installer. But in here, you can see Docker image here. Let me click on a Linux/Unix operating system. Let's see, is it I have an option or not here. So Let me click here and 3.9.7. So I don't have here. I have as a source code only. Okay, same. Okay, it's replicating me same here. So even when I clicked on a Linux, I reached on the same path. I'm clicking here. And after that, I came on the same window where you can see I have a installer for a Mac window, but I don't have it for a Linux. So how can I install here? It's going for installing. It's for downloading it. Let me cancel it here. I'm canceling here. Okay, it's for a source code. So using the source code, we can install this package. In where the location will comes under. You see, it is a location here. /usr/local. Here it will installed by default. I'm talking about a by default. It is your wish if you want to change a location. That's up to you. So by default, if we are talking about like same as like a window where the by default, when you're installing a software, it goes to C under program files x86, right? So same here. Now, let's discuss about a /var. So inside a /var, you will find out the logs, okay, ls. And let me go for a log. Here you will see the event logs here, like a same as like in a Windows operating system. Here you will see these are the logs, okay? So event logs. We can see if we are connecting using a SH, So we will find out secure, here secure directory is there, and here this is a secure directory. And if in your system, Srinath, if you in your system have a LDAP configured and you are wind up with the LDAP client, so where you will find out the logs, SSD is the service. So remember that when you are using LDAP account, so SSD service is running on your operating system. So here you will find out the logs. So here you will find out the logs. So systemctl status SSD. So now you can see SSD service is running here. So this service is running on your all the servers. So sometime what happened, your LDAP your customer is reported, they are not able to authenticate. So first check the services. It's for you. Start the services or restart the services. Change this word. Status, start or restart. Sometime what happened? You are trying to restart the service. Unable to restart the service. It will make a failed. Reason is behind. The log files is not creating. Not creating. So what you need to do? Just do a touch command. Later I will look here, touch and ssd.log, create it. Respective location, not for anywhere. Where is a respective location? Right now, this is the current location, is a respective location. Here, delete it. You can't restart your service. It will make a failed here. You need to create it manually. Sometimes it's unable to create. So it is a non-issue. So these are the default directories inside a operating system.